first thing I'm gonna do is process this whole red onion. I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef. You can do lamb, beef, pork, whatever. I think it all works, right? So I'm using this whole red onion, and what I want to do, I'm gonna put it in the food processor, and then I'm gonna process it really fine, and then I'm gonna strain it. I'm gonna get all the liquid out of it so it doesn't add that moisture into the meat, because I think you kind of want it a little bit dry. I want juicy, but I don't want to add all that onion liquid. So we'll start there. Seems like I should be able to use that onion juice for something else, right? Maybe put it in Dave's blend. It's got to be some health benefits there. To the onion now, I'm going to add the rest of the seasonings and the garlic, and then add the beef and mix it all together. This is the final outcome. I'm going to put this in the fridge for an hour at least before we bake it. Now, if you have a large food processor, I think you should put the meat in that to process it, because I think the end goal is super squishy, slimy, like hot dog meat texture, which it took a while really working with my hands to get even close to that. So we'll see if this works. And also, when you put it in the pan, I think I've read you really want to press out the air bubbles, so then when you slice into it, there's not big pockets. So my brain thinks meatloaf, but that's not where we're headed with this. Similar, but different. So I'll pop this in the fridge, and I will work on the tzatziki sauce while this is marinating. Now this next step, I'm going to do pretty much what I did with the onion, except this time with cucumber, and I'm going to grate it. So I'm looking for about a cup and a quarter, cup and a half of grated cucumber, and then I'm going to strain it. If I had cheesecloth or a tea towel, I would use that, but I'm using paper towels to get the liquid out because I don't want to add that moisture to the sauce. That ended up being one whole English cucumber, peeled, shredded. No, is that the word I'm looking for? Grated. One whole English cucumber, peeled, grated, and strained. Went in, and now I'm gonna cover it, chill it in the fridge overnight till we have our gyros tomorrow. It's ready to go in the oven. Talk to me about time and temp and all that good stuff.
I'm going to this off.
Oh, she got meat nose.
We're going to cook it to 155, and it should finish off at 160. Especially since we're going to cook it, we're going to fry it up tomorrow. So
yeah.
I'm going to cook it at 325 for, I'm just guessing, between 45 minutes and an hour. I'll let you know.
Okay. We're getting a little windy out here. Is this becoming a challenge?
Yeah, it's not so bad now, but it comes and goes. I thought one of those tents was going to blow over, but that's the challenge with cooking with a camp oven like this, is I built this welding blanket cover to help it, but you got to keep it to the back of the wind because the wind will come through and just blow all the heat out of the oven. And you don't want to be cranking the flame up too high to keep the oven hot, or you burn the bottom of the food. But luckily, we are close.
Yep. You can hang out for a little.
But just that wind blew. We were at 325 and we're now at 225. So you kind of have to adjust your time and your heat accordingly when you're cooking in weather conditions like this.
So what you're saying is this is going to be much easier inside your house if you're doing it that way.
Yeah, but I like the challenge of this.
Well, of course.
I like seeing what we can do with it. But
it smells delicious, by the way. We have action. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. Wow.
Smells good.
Oh man, that
it looks
smells
like
good.
meatloaf. Doesn't smell like meatloaf.
Mm. Wow. We'll let this cool for a bit before we throw it in the fridge, and there it will remain overnight until tomorrow when we slice some very thin slices and fry it in the cast iron. It is time. This has been sitting in the fridge for about 24 hours. Dave's getting ready to slice it. We'll see if this is a success. So the idea behind putting it in the food processor is to make it really firm to slice. You know, like a meatloaf, if you slice it too thin, it will crumble. We don't want that here. We want thin slice.
Yeah, you don't want it airy. What most people do is they do the thing. If you have a big food processor, you can really blend it up, and then it gets almost like a hot dog type texture to it. But we didn't want to go through that with a small processor, so Irene just really tried to get it as best she could by hand. But I think it would be better. But I guess we're going to find out.
We haven't sliced. We haven't tasted this. Sorry about the wind. I see an air pocket.
Good though.
Yeah, it looks really good.
We're gonna have leftovers.
Yes.
Irene, I told her when we were kind of coming up with a recipe, I just almost tipped over there. We had like a pound of ground beef, and she's like, "That's not gonna be enough." I'm like, "Okay."
No,
Looks like we have leftovers. For anyone want to come by for gyros?
I like leftovers. That looks so good.
It smells like the gyros that I used to eat as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really slicing this weird, like across.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I was trying to be like out of the way for the kid.
No.
You want to do this for enough?
Yeah, I think that might be enough. So first though, we have to get the naan out and...
Taste this piece.
Oh, he's going in. It's not even warmed up though.
It doesn't taste like meatloaf at all.
Really? Let me try.
It's actually good meatloaf, except it's really dense.
Mm.
Meatloaf you don't want dense and heavy. That's what this is. This is
Oh,
more more like a sandwich meat.
Ooh. That's gonna be so good with this tzatziki sauce. I don't even know how to say that. I just kind of like blur the letters together. Yeah, we got the sauce here, sliced tomatoes, some red onions, cucumber. If the cucumber looks weird, it's because it froze, but I tasted it and it still tastes good, so we're gonna go with it. First we have to warm the naan, and then we're going to pan fry the meat. Construction time. I'm gonna go with a little sauce down first. Just a little.
Little?
I'll add more later.
You're not a little sauce person.
I'm adding more later. Don't worry. And lay some meat out. Sauce, meat. I'm gonna add some cucumbers. And some tomato. And some onion. And more sauce.
That's more like you.
Yeah. This looks so good. I'm going in. Mm-hmm.
We're waiting.
I know. The seasonings are really good. This tastes delicious.
Okay.
You gotta get yours going.
All right.
Do I have anything in my teeth? Was it what you were expecting? Was it better than mall gyros from your youth?
Not the same. What made it similar is when I got the really thin pieces, they fried up a little crispier. So as thin as you can slice them. Like I had some that were thinner than others, and those were definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just eating that.
Yeah. We may have had 2 apiece. And heavy on the garlic, which I love, so that was delicious.
That's what I was getting some heat from. I was getting some dirt bikes here.
Yeah. We're in a fun spot in Colorado. We'll show it to you next video coming up. This recipe is definitely a win, don't you think?
I do.
It's going to be up on our website, carryonvagabond.com, and we will see you on the flip side.
I'm going to go mountain biking.
Carry on.
Carry on.
You like cucumbers, don't you? Yeah, we saved you some peels.